The first sound you hear is me singing. I made a plugin that monitors the volume and pitch of any incoming signal and turns it into my great uncle's violin. How that works is too much to explain here, so I'll make another video if you're interested. After the violin intro, we hear some synths come in, and this is really cool. I commissioned a recording of a mushroom playing a modular synthesizer to provide the ambience. A big thank you to Michael Lyko for making this patch for me. I really love how it turned out. So how does a mushroom play a synth? If you really want to get into it, I recommend checking out Michael Lyko's YouTube channel, but I'll try to do a high-level explanation really quick. There's this Eurorack module made by Instruo called Sine, which they call a biofeedback sensor. It comes with sensor pads that you can attach to whatever you want, and the electrical resistance between the pads is measured and converted to a control voltage by the module. If you're not familiar with modular synthesis, control voltage can be used to control pretty much whatever musical parameter you want. So using this module, we can convert the resistance between the pads to volume, or pitch, or distortion, or whatever. Michael Lyko connects the sensors to mushrooms, and the electrical resistance of the mushrooms continually changes because of the mushroom's internal nutrient transport, or water transport, and other stuff like that. It's like the mushroom's writing a little tune for you, but of course mushrooms aren't sentient. Or are they? One type of mushroom network in particular has shown signs of intelligence, like problem solving. It's probably an overstatement to say they're sentient, but on the other hand, we haven't been super strict about how we define intelligence or sentience. That's probably going to be pretty important to figure out as AI becomes more powerful. We have a long history of considering some groups of people as less than human, and if we're going to make that distinction with AI, we better make absolutely sure that we're right. Well, whatever, my grandkids will deal with it. Where were we? Right, explaining the music. So, as the mushroom sounds continue, some vocoder comes in to sing a little, nothing too special there, but then some chords come in. These chords were made using data sonification of solar radiation. That just means someone captured the light coming from the sun as a signal, and I copied it and changed around the pitch to make it into a chord. By the way, that wobbling sound that you hear is similar to the violin sound from the beginning, but instead of converting all the sounds to my grandpa's violin, I just convert everything into a sine wave. I also threw in some sounds of my Bluetooth audio receiver connecting to a source. I wasn't using an electromagnetic microphone or anything. My speakers have unshielded wires, and I don't think there's a low pass because it's analog, so no need to protect against aliasing, and I think the Bluetooth signal is pretty strong. So with all of that together, the Bluetooth signal I think just pops out of my speakers. Anyway, some AI choir voices come in and build up and sort of drop out into this really diffuse reverb. Actually, this reverb is a simulation of a four-dimensional room. That takes a bit of explaining, but the concept's pretty cool. I'll make a separate video to explain that if you're interested. And I think that's it. If you'd like to hear the full song without me interrupting, I'll put a link in the description. The only thing in here I think deserves an isolated track is probably the mushroom sounds. But if you like that, I recommend you just go over to Michael Lyko's channel and check out what's over there. All right. See you next time.